Assalamu alaikum everyone, and today we are going to see what are functions. Woo! Okay, outside of math, functions are referred to as, hey, does your PlayStation function, or does your computer function? More specifically, does your device work? Like a fully functioning calculator. Beep boop, beep boop. See? Fully functioning. But in algebra or math specifically, a function is relating to sets. A set can be full of numbers or variables. In the math notation, we write them like this. Place them in order and give them in these swirly bracket type things, you know? A function can have a finite amount of stuff and an infinite amount of stuff. Like finite, suppose every single letter in the English alphabet. You'll get 26 letters from A, B, C, D and a bunch of letters ending with X, Y, Z. But an infinite amount of things in the set will be every single number, starting with negative numbers and positive numbers. With zero, obviously, the numbers is unlimited, it's infinite. Now it should be obvious by now that you cannot complete a whole infinite amount of set fully. So you can just give ... set first, because you don't know how to begin with this. What's the beginning of the negative numbers or something like that. So as we said, functions relate two sets together, and these sets are much related by the input and the output. Specifically, you plug in the input, plug it into the function does some arithmetic, and the leftover becomes the output. Specifically in algebra, you will see the input as the domain, and the output will be called its range. Mostly those in math. We can create a type of data set or a function table that has a specific rule, like an input side here and an output here. So think of things like triangle, square, pentagons, things like that. You will suppose the function is to write them in the order it's written. Like triangles is written first, so it would be 1, 2, 3. So this is a specific type of rule. Now the rule can be set up like this. Y equals 2x, where x is the input and y is the output. So let's write x in the input, y on the output. So let's plug in values for x like 1, 2, 3, and we need to multiply these numbers to get the output so that the arithmetic is done. So the output would be 2, 4, 6, the double of what is written here. Things like that. Now you can see that functions, you see every type of this expression won't be a function, okay? Like suppose, let's say you give this rule. Y equals to the square root of x. Is this a function? When we solve it like this, if we solve for, you see, x could be like positive or negative square root of x. So if we brought back our function table, x, y, 1 would have 1 and negative 1, since negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. Can a function do that? Can a function have two things at the same time? Well, no! A function can't have two outputs for one input. So, allow me to say this is not a function. Now you can see a function, this function can be graphed on a coordinate plane. This is a linear function and it can be graphed on the coordinate plane because it's an ordered pair, like 1, 2. Get it? There are tons of functions like, let me show you. This is a linear function. This is a trig function. This is a quadratic function, and so on and so forth. We know these are functions by using the line rule. You put a line over here and test that is there only one point here. If there is one point, then there is one output for one input. A graph for y equals to x squared would be this. There is no negative outputs, which is okay. There is only a 0 to both sides, which is also okay. But here we see 2 points. Now that won't be a function. So that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!